Welcome to our cabin tour of cabin 15111 on board ARVIA. This is an inside cabin located right at the front of the ship. Your cruise card will be waiting for you in an envelope as you arrive, and touch the card to the pad in order to open the door. So we're inside the cabin. First things first is the cabin is quite small really, much smaller inside than we've had on other ships, and the first thing we do notice is that it's quite dark. There's certain bits in this cabin, particularly the entrance to the cabin and just around the corner here, that are very dark, but I don't think the camera will pick that up really. Okay, so when you first come in you get 2 wardrobes. With hanging space. And then you've got this mirror which also has shelving behind it. With a hairdryer, a safe and a bag for laundry. As you come into the room, you'll find on the back of the door your emergency instructions. Also located to the right of the door is your cabin keycard slot, which will activate the lights, a light switch, and at the bottom here is an emergency light. Now on P&O they only make up your room once a day, which is done usually in the morning, and you need to make sure you put this little magnetic card outside your room to make sure they know when to make it up, or if you don't want them to. So next up we have the vanity area here, with fantastic tea and coffee making facilities, 2 cups, 2 glasses. And what you will notice behind the kettle here, there is British plugs and 1 European socket. Underneath the vanity unit here, there is some more storage with 2 shelves. Above the tea and coffee making facilities, there is a room service menu and a little welcome aboard booklet. Moving on, we've been given a little Christmas tree as we are sailing over the Christmas period, and a brochure for P&O Cruises. There is 1 chair in this room, and this is the only chair there is to sit on. As well, above the vanity unit there is this really large mirror. On this side of the cabin there is your air conditioning control unit and 4 hooks on the wall, which is great for hanging up coats or other things. And now we're into the main part of the room. In this inside cabin we have the bed set up in a double configuration. There is some information laid out on the bed. Either side of the bed there is some bedside tables, but no drawers in any of these bedside tables. Two lights above each side of the bedside table with a USB socket hidden underneath, so make sure you look out for that. The space underneath the bed can be used to store your suitcases. There's a really modern feel to this cabin with these small circular mirrors located above the bed and some artwork just this side. In this corner of the room, as you can see, I was talking about earlier, it's very dark. There is a TV with a telephone. Underneath the TV you will find your mini fridge, which is quite strange that it's not located underneath the kettle, which it normally is in most rooms, and 2 more shelves for storage.
Inspired by MSC Cruises, when we stay in an inside cabin, we always bring our handy sunrise alarm clock. It has a dual alarm setting and has an intelligent sunrise and sunset light feature. For more information, follow the link in the description.
In this rather compact cruise bathroom there is a toilet, 3 shelves above the wash basin, the wash basin is just here with a well lit mirror actually. We have products from the White Company and a small bin located just underneath. There is no open cupboards underneath the wash basin at all. This does not open. I'm in the shower because there is quite limited space in the bathroom, but the shower does take up nearly half the size of the bathroom, so it is a good size shower. There is the usual washing line that comes across. Oh, it's very hard to pull, it's brand new. And again, White Company products. What this shower does have is a glass door, so none of that dreaded curtain. Well, we've spent 2 weeks in this cabin now and we wanted to update you on some of our thoughts.
So we've stayed in inside cabin 15111.
Yep, so the cabin is located right at the front of deck 15. Just next door to us this way is a suite. Just next door to us this way is a balcony cabin. Up above us is the bridge. Would we stay in this cabin again?
No.
No, we wouldn't. To be honest with you, we felt like it has been quite enclosed.
It's one of the smallest inside cabins we have ever stayed in.
We've done a few insides, haven't we?
We have done a few insides, but it keeps it economical and it allows us to cruise even more often.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, we've never had any problems with the room that we've stayed in.
No. And to be fair, the room is very well decorated. It's a beautiful room. It just doesn't function enough for us. We could do with a little bit more storage space. We've got clothes that are shoved in places just to get them out of the way, where we would normally store them in some drawers. There are none in this cabin. We'd normally put them in shelves. There's not many in this cabin. We're really struggling with space, aren't we?
Yeah, it's very tight in terms of space. There's not a lot of room for 2 people to manoeuvre within the cabin at the same time.
No. I know some people have said to us they're in an inside cabin and they've loved it. But for 2 weeks, I think if it was a week we might have been alright, but for 2 weeks it has felt a little bit long. It's dark as well. That you can see as we've got the lights on, and this is as dark. It is pretty dark in the cabin, particularly in the corner, as we've said, where the TV is. It is dark.
Yeah, and for an inside cabin, you want it to be just a little bit more well lit because you're not getting any natural daylight.
No.
Equally, there's no power outlet. There's no plug in the bathroom.
No, but I think that's across all cabins. Yeah.
And the only other criticism, apart from everything else that we've spoken about, is the air conditioning is incredibly bad. So it'll either be really cold or it'll be incredibly warm / hot. There seems to be no middle ground with it, regardless of what setting you put it on.
Yeah, true. The air conditioning has not been great, has it? For a new ship, you would expect that. Finally, last little moan is that obviously we knew we were at the front of the ship, but it is quite a distance to the lifts, back and forward. So that is something to bear in mind, that it is a little bit of a walk if you wanted to get down to reception or somewhere like that.
So overall, we wouldn't stay in this cabin again. I think on this class of ship, whether it be our Arvia or Iona, we definitely go for sort of minimum recommendation
outside.
Of an outside cabin.
Yeah, the outside seemed quite good.
Really spacious.
Much more spacious. Yeah, but there is some nice touches in the cabin. Like we said, the cabin does feel quite modern. It's got a couple of USB sockets in the light switches. It's well decorated. The bed has been very comfortable. So it's definitely not all bad.
No.
It just feels like for 2 weeks the cabin has been a little bit tight, a little bit dark, and just not enough storage.
Thanks for watching our cabin tour and review of P&O ARVIA 15111.
Yeah.
If you've got any comments or questions, just pop them in the box below and we'll get back to you.
And please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and don't forget to check us out on social media.